When you have an end-to-end IoT solution in production where you have millions of devices sending tons of telemetry, and you have your IoT solution able now to not only visualize the data, but also implement advanced analytics to detect problems, trigger alerts, well, at some point you still have to think about how you're going to identify the root cause of a problem, looking at a huge amount of data. And this is where time series insight actually will help you. So let me show you a little example of that. I have my remote monitoring solution, and I've seen that I'm receiving this critical alert about temperature going up, right? And what I will do is actually attach time series insights to the IoT hub, which is behind my remote monitoring solution. So as soon as time series insight instance has been attached to an IoT hub, not only will it get all the data which is in the buffer of IoT hub, but also will start recording everything happening from that point on. And I can then go back in time and visualize data that has been stored by time series insight in the past. Here I have a view that's been set up with temperature, vibration, and pressure. I don't see anything special. I'm in a time frame that actually doesn't tell me much. So what I will do is actually go back in time to a couple of weeks ago, because that's a couple of weeks now that I'm receiving these high alert problems that have been notified. And I can see that, yes, indeed, the eye temperature actually is shown here. There's a bump in the temperature. What I want to do as the engineer working on these HVAC systems is actually understand better what is the correlation between the various data points, the telemetry data that I'm receiving, to try and understand what's going on. So I see the bump in temperature is around here. And it happened at the exact same moment we started having more vibration on that machine. And the vibration seems to, have gone up just after we had a couple of these pressure bumps here. So very likely we had a problem with pressure, went up a couple times. Some part of that machine went loose and the machine started vibrating, and the vibration seems to actually have generated a higher temperature, which is triggering the alert. And as you can see here, I've been able very rapidly to identify an area in time in the past where some problems had happened. I was able to zoom into the exact same set of data that I wanted to analyze more in depth. And time series insights gave me that dashboard, gave me these tools, gave me these interactions, allowed me to very rapidly identify that root cause problem that now I can just think about how I'm going to operationalize that, how I'm going to actually go and fix that problem, and how I can make my product better, that HVAC system, by making sure that I don't have this vibration happening when pressure goes up and so forth.